All right. Well, it says I'm live. So that's good, right? Um I'm so nervous. All right. So maybe I'll need this a little later. Go back over here to studio. Man, I'm so nervous. Good evening, YouTube. Uh Home Theater Joe here. And I just really wanted to test out the live feature, which I just found out about that I could do personally. A few days ago, and also the StreamYard thing, because obviously the goal would be to have other people on the stream, to bounce off of. So I'm going to be looking all around this screen here to try to figure out how to do this. But yeah, this is going to be. I did do a live stream. I guess it was Monday or Tuesday morning. Yeah, but it was like 7 a.m. And oh man, good friend of the community, Tempo. He uh, he helped me through the whole thing, man, and it was really cool. But this is kind of going to be like, I guess, the first live stream, and we're already a minute and 23 seconds in, and no one's viewing. But that's okay, because this is really for my edification and learning how to do this stuff. But there's so much to talk about, so much going on. So I haven't been able to do a lot of video stuff lately. Um, there's just a lot going on. There's work stuff and everything else. Also new home stuff, all this stuff. But the MC1, like I did put out a little short about the MC1. So I have now here in my possession the MC1 at the house. And this thing is flying way under the radar in the home AV, the home cinema. So I'm not sure why that is. Hey, we got two people in the live chat. So that's pretty cool. Thanks. Three. Wow, this is great. All right. Anyway, look. So I was talking about the MC1, and this thing to me, yeah, it fills a huge hole in the home AV space, and it comes at just the right time, because all of 2021, I myself, I forgot to say this earlier, but we're all home theater Joes, right? In some kind of way, in our own ways. And I'm sure that all the home theater enthusiasts out there have been just as frustrated as myself with 2020, 2021, talking about AVRs, processors, displays, HDMI 2.1, Dolby Atmos, or Oro 3D, or THX, or whatever format you want to throw out there, whatever upmixing you're using, whatever DSP you're using. Um, you know, the list goes on and on. It's all been very frustrating. And by the way, before I get too far into this, I want to say that over here in the comment section, I also posted Gen 3 XPA 5. Boom! Your boy. This is how silly I'm always telling you guys, I'm budget. I'm a budget guy. I love the way my home theater sounds, but it's all budget, right? Excluding the 77-inch C10 OLED, that was the most expensive purchase in my home theater. So this MC1 was a Christmas gift. That's great. And, as I said, there's a lot of things going on. We have a lot of bills to prepare for and things like that. So I had to kind of had to borrow some money here. But I have an A4 here at the house, right? So I have this great MC1, but I can't even test it right now. I'm just getting way far in the weeds here. Your boy just put in the order today. XPA Gen 3 5-channel amps coming. So I'm going to be able to hook up that MC1, and we're going to be able to test this thing. And that's going to be big. And I'm really, really hoping, I'm going to be totally upfront and honest, that this product is just slam dunk. I hook it up, and immediately I hear an audible difference, and it's amazing. The reality is that might not happen. So I would like to think I'm going to be very fair with Emotiva here, and I'm coming into this with an absolutely open mind, but I am going to absolutely report what I find on this product. So let's talk about this Emotiva MC1 and 13.2 channel home cinema processor, and why I believe it's so important. Again, we go back to the AVR discussion in 2020, 2021, and we find a whole lot of problems with HDMI 2.1 And does it support certain licensing, such as DRAC Live, or hey buddy, or does it support Oro 3D or THX? All of these different things. You may hear some stuff in the background, but that's my son. So pay him no mind, because we don't pay him any mind around here either. So let's talk about the price point here. MC1, $9.99 USD. I wish I could. I haven't figured out how to share my screen, so I'm sorry. I'm going to figure this out. We're going to look this up right quick here on the old telly. I'm sorry, this is not very YouTuber professional, is it? That's just because I'm a dumb old floorman from Virginia. So, what are we going to look at here? Let's go Denon, 3,700. We're up to $1,599 on that Denon 3,700. What does it come with? Let's check that out. Buddy, they're not going to be able to see you there. Let's see what we got here on this. We got 125 watts of power. That's good. Oro 3D, IMAX Enhanced. Those are three things right there that I just named. Oro 3D. Yeah, dude, look. See it? See that little bright light right there? Yeah. Okay, well, you're live, dude. Everybody can see you now. Well, the three people watching it anyway. So why don't you let me do my thing and you just get out of here. All right, I love you, dude. Don't spray that. Oh, Lord. Okay. Anyway, so I just named you three things right there. Oro 3D, IMAX Enhanced, two that I absolutely don't care for. But let's look at the price point. $1,599. $1,600, man. $1,600. All right. If you look at the new Yamaha, I know this off the top of my head, the A6A, that's $2,100. You want the A8A? That's $2,999. You're now looking at entry level pre-pro. Well, until now, entry level pre-pro. And let me step back. Outlaw does have a $1,400 pre-processor. So I believe Emotima's coming in probably that, hey man, you're going to hurt yourself climbing all over these chairs. Please don't do that. This is going to be impossible. I love you too, son. Hey man, can you let me do what I'm doing? My guy. Okay. So at the $999 price point, we get 13.2 channels of processing, right? Here's another thing that I think, when you enter pre-pros, such as I was looking at through this past year, most of them are hovering around $4,000. The Monolith HTC One, I believe now it's up to $4,400. It's a 16-channel processor. Like most processors we're going to come across out here, 16 channels. I don't need 16 channels, man. If y'all saw my living room, you would know how small it is. There's no way I'm fitting 16 speakers. There's no way. So it's this trap we get caught up into, much like we did with HDMI 2.1. We get caught up in this sound trap with the AVRs. Like, oh, hey, we'll give you 16 channels of processing. I don't need all that. So I guess really I'm just rambling and going on. I would really love to hear from, hey, Y-Rock. Okay, sorry, buddy. I'm just learning how to do this stuff. Yeah, he totally photobombed the string, didn't he? The little guy. But we love him. So I would love to hear what the two people in this live discussion, or anybody for that matter, has to say about the processor or AVR. It's just been terrible, honestly. So I'm really hoping that this product knocks it out of the park. And I need that 5-channel Emotiva to pair with the A4 Emotiva to power the 7 speakers I have now, and going to add 2 more later, 2 more heights to make it 9. So obviously we need those 9 channels. As a matter of fact, I might just add 2 more to the bed layer before I go 2 more high, because I think it's going to be more effective for Dolby Atmos to have 7 bed layer as opposed to 5. Shauna D, the Techno Dad, made a great video about this. Hey, that's something we should talk about here on this first live stream on Thursday night, man. Let me switch gears a little bit and just say that long time ago, I made just a couple of what I would call diaries, right? And I've always loved YouTube. In particular, I love the YouTube comment section. And there's somebody that I follow, been following for a long time. His name's WhisperSatis74. His name's Brian. He does tech therapy videos, and they're all super long format, like 30-minute long videos. And if you can catch a Whisper Status live stream, it's like a party. The comment section is like a party in there, right? And I love it. That dude's so encouraging. He is so cool. So I'm going to repeat what I've heard him say on live stream so many times, man. If you guys have a channel to promote, or you have something you want to talk about, or whatever, just throw it right down there. And like, hey, it's you can do whatever you want around here, These E-Rock says these streams are going to blow up, man. I know people are going to enjoy these type of discussions. I hope so. And there's some guys. How about some other guys I like to listen to? Daily Hi-Fi Podcast. Even though those guys are pimping RO3D as hard as they can, I really enjoy those guys. So I just think that hey, Low to High, what's up, my man? Dude, Low to High, you're everywhere, brother. Like, you are everywhere, and I love it, dude. Hey, I was just saying, if you have anything to promote, much like I know who Whisper Status is. I don't think you caught that, but like I know you. Hey, whatever, man. It's all good. What do you think of the QD OLED? So, well, I'm just all confused about QD OLED, to be honest with you, because it's Samsung's technology. Sony's going to be the first to drop it. And all of this is being done on an LG panel. So, right? It is an LG OLED panel, right? So here's my honest thought, man. I've been hearing that OLED had its time, it's come and gone, and it is not going to be the dominant technology. It's on its way out for years. And now that you're going to have this G2, like, guys, what are we talking about when we're talking about mini LED? The price point at mini LED, the size you have to get to even get 1080p. Okay. Now we get QD OLED. Do we even know what the prices are yet? I think what is it, guys? Is it 55, $6,000 for a 55-inch, right? I just don't see it happening, dude. Honestly, as well, I think QD OLED. Sony is such a question mark to me. They're a leader. They do everything right. Here's a funny little story for you. Sony pushed me into LG OLED. LG OLED's not the best display out there, but for my purposes, yeah, it's pretty much the best. But a Sony Bravia, a 900E, 900F, was that the model, 2018? That pushed me to the LG OLED. I'm saying all this to say that the LG OLED is king. Excuse me. The WRGB OLED is king, y'all. Mini LED, Mini LED, QNED, QD OLED. I don't think any of that stuff. Samsung is doing WRGB with LGB panels. QD OLED is made by Samsung Display. Okay, thank you, my friend. I can always count on you, my friend Corey. Thank you for the correction. But let me make my ultimate point here, which is that I just don't think that I think OLED's here to stay for a while. And when this G2, now that they're branding everything Evo panel, they're going to try to push more brightness. And LG's been at this game for a long time, right? So as good as the Sony TVs were last year, here's what nobody's saying, y'all. They had a lot of problems, and they still do. Nobody's saying it. It is driving me crazy. I'm sorry, I might be yelling. Nobody's talking about these problems. A80J, A90J, X95, or X90J. But we all want to talk about these are the best even. Well, guess what? LG's been doing this OLED thing for a long time, and now they put in heat sinks. So also as well, if you listen to some of the top calibrators after the shootout, they were talking. Yeah, if I had to buy one, it'd be a G2. Yeah, it is hard to keep track, my friend. Yeah, they're all talking about buying the G1. That's the best calibrated image that you can get. So it's funny how that just kind of stayed real quiet. but Sony rode that hype train, and just everybody was all year long all over these Sony displays. I'm not even going to get into the issues because I think, the three people in this stream, they understand the issues because you guys probably keep up just as much as I do. By the way, thank you so much for being here on a Thursday evening. It's 8:15, and yeah, I think this is super cool. I'm just learning this stream stuff, and it's going to be awesome, guys. I hope to get guys like you, Rock, in here. Anybody low to high, like, dude, if you'd like to come on, we need diversity. I don't often enjoy just talking at a camera. That's why I want to get away from. I'm going to make videos and content and stuff, but I really want to have someone to bounce out. Like, somebody needs to be able to. You guys don't need to just hear me, right? So I want just the information to get out. I want to share the information, and I don't have it all, right? I'm kind of not good with it. So anyway, here's another thing we can talk about real quick. And I thought about really doing this at the end of the year. Oh yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah. Let me put a bow on that. Yeah, OLED is king. It's going to be here for a while, and yeah, with Evo and heatsink. And hey, that's also to say Sony is going to get better at OLED, my friends. Sony's going to get better at OLED. Panasonic is already top of the game OLED. And Vizio, they may get better at OLED too. So while all these other technologies are going on, guess who's still going to be knocking it out of the park? That's going to be all these manufacturers doing OLED. So WRGB OLED is not going anywhere anytime soon, and I love it. 42C2, yeah, I got you. Oh man, yeah. Now I did just hear today, Vincent Tio on his most recent video. He did say that the 42 and 48 will not push as much brightness as the other sizes because of they want long-lasting panels, because they're aware that so many people use it for gaming, and as well the pixel aperture seems to have, I think that's what they call it, an effect on the brightness. I'm guessing that they're a little space further apart, the actual whatever they are. You kind of, I hope you know what I'm saying here. I just want LCD to try and tackle and find a solution for the white subdivision. So we can't get, yeah. And again, you rock, dude. This is why I'm so excited to start this live streaming stuff. And I'm really excited to have you on here and just let you go, brother. Here's something real funny about E-Rock. I bet a lot of people don't know. My friend Corey, we do a lot of talking about calibration and his settings and things. Corey has got his OLED, his C10 dialed in so well. I guarantee you, I can almost guarantee you, it is not far off at all, my friends. It probably has a very low delta error. And here's the amazing part about this. Corey E-Rock has done this all with his eyeball. So that's a man that's patient, that learns and takes in what he's doing. So yeah, man, Corey, when you're ready, brother, we got to get you in here and just let you go. Because oh man, guess who just joined the bar? Oh man, CG. So I gotta say this, man. I've been meaning to say this to you in the comment section, brother. You hit it big. Did you know this? Vincent Tio did a video, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and he was like, "Oh, some people are claiming I am LG." And guess what? 3 comments pop up on his screen, right? CG, you're one of them, dude. You were one of the comments. I'm laughing to myself so hard. I'm like, yo, my guy is up in Vincent Tio's comment section, and he's posting online. That was great, man. CG, what is up? Got a little FOMO over the C2 as a CX owner. I love the CX, but I've always wanted more brightness. Okay, yeah, let's tackle this, dude. I can honestly say that my C1 is brighter than my CX. Okay, my C10 out here in the living room. Okay, and then I just walk back to the bedroom, and honest to God, sometimes at night, I'm like the C1. Oh, gotta make sure it's at like 26. Okay, on the OLED light if I'm watching SDR, because I know that's around 100 nits. It's something. Okay, but I'm gonna be totally honest with you, brother. If we're talking about 700 and okay, what's my C10? My last measurement on the C10 was 760. I believe I put in 760 because it was like 764. All right. So I put it at 760 nits. The last measurement that I took off of the C1 in the bedroom, the Evo panel, WBE panel, was 800. I think it was like, I want to say it was 810 or 820 is what I ended up putting in. Maybe even 830. The highest I ever got on that thing was oh Lord, the kid is going crazy. We're going to ignore that and act like it didn't. See if we can get away with that. But okay. So I hear a lot of people saying like, you can't see 50 nits. That's not true. I can see 50 nits. And here's the only place you're going to really, really, really take advantage of that is in the spectral highlight. And honestly, like, that part of your screen that's showing a highlight, it's not very big. It's kind of small, right? So as of now, I can say that my 760 C10, guys, that's plenty bright for me. Like, I'm gaming at night and I have to check. The other night I was talking and I'm like, yo, I got to make sure this is on HGig because it just seems so bright to me. And I have not downloaded the new update yet, but I totally plan on doing that as well. So, yeah, I mind that C2, baby. Yeah, the G2, the X95, the A95. Rock's going crazy, man. Yeah, dude, I'm dreaming with you, dude. Holy cow. Rock's got his eyes on everything. To be fair, I have a little bit of buyer's remorse over the G1. I chose the 65 C1 Evo over the 55 G1. And I do have a little bit of buyer's remorse. I am going to stick with my C10 and my C1 though, y'all. Like, I'm not going to, hey, don't leave. I'm not going to go away from those. But if I have my way, I hope my business continues to do well as it has in the beginning of 2022 so far. And I hope I have enough money to purchase that G2 because I really want to test that guy and see what's going on. And let me take this moment to say, I know I'm not a shill for LG. I have been hard on Sony, but honestly, y'all, whether you're buying a Samsung, a Sony, an LG, a Panasonic, there's some great displays out here. If you're calibrating them, honestly, y'all, unless it's an LCD versus an OLED, there's just not a whole lot of difference. You can go buy your Sony OLED, your LG OLED, and once they're calibrated, it's just not a whole lot, I don't think. So the whole brand war thing, the whole Sony, LG, OLED, whatever. Honestly, it's like it's kind of apples to apples once you calibrate. Now, here's the problem with that statement: only a handful of people are ever going to calibrate. Most people are just going to, use the user menu, and just make adjustments to their eye, which we all know are going to be terribly inaccurate. My C10 is respectable. As far as weak brightness goes, what always bugs me is the highlight losing some color saturation versus what I use to get on QLED. Yeah, and this is something that a lot of guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. CG games look amazing. Almost no brightness issues there. Yeah, I don't really have any, but I think E-Rock. It's totally understandable. This is something actually Tech with KG. Give a shout out to Tech with KG, man. I actually really like his stuff. Although I find myself disagreeing with KG quite a bit, but I really enjoy his channel and his stuff. Shout out to him, dude. I love Classic Tech too, man. Love those guys. But he often brings up this issue going from LCD or QLED to an OLED, and I would be fibbing if I said that it wasn't an adjustment period for me too in the first few weeks that I owned my 55 C8. But I mean, the trade-off I was so willing to make between brightness and just clarity and color and sharpness, it was absolutely beautiful. Let's see. I noticed the same thing too. You see, yeah, games always look bright and colorful. But HDR movies are sometimes a little dim. True. Yeah. Where I feel DTM helps. Yeah, totally right, dude. Right on again, E-Rock. So the tone mapping, the dynamic tone mapping, from what I understand, that this is now TV led tone mapping. And I'm always a fan of letting the source device spit out the image and then the display just. And I think that's why they made HGig, and because it's I think supposed to be more true, not as like blown out and stuff like that. But yeah, I just think I've gotten so used to it now, man. Honestly, I think my C10 and we watch movies all the time. Like I say, it's a black wall. Um, know if y'all can. Where is it? Yeah. So it's a black. You can't really kind of see it. It's a black wall over there. And it when the lights are off in here and the curtains are closed and we're watching a movie, I'm gonna be totally honest, man. I don't have the brightest thing, I do love it though. Man, I can show these comments. Holy cow! Check this out. Ha! Look, I can show it. Man, this is so cool. I'm also a dedicated player for a reason. It was like 300 something. Brother, yes, didn't I? Yeah, dude. Yeah. So I think, oh, looky here. Hey, we got another I think it's so cool, dude. We can put the comments up. I didn't even know that. This is awesome, y'all. This is cool. Yes, there are times when Cinema Home has to be used if the content is mastered poorly. Yeah, I agree. I actually use Cinema Home, guys, for my daytime viewing. And I know it's so frowned upon and so poo-pooed, but I disable all the processing I can. I do stick to a cool color temperature, but that's the only difference really for me in cinema and Cinema Home is that color temperature. Because as you know, if you follow the channel, my white balance is calibrated, and right now my C10 is it's a little lesser, right at delta error 3 on the 100% white, and that'd be at 23 nits, whatever, white point, full white, and the C1 is about 1.4 delta error. So once you line up that grayscale, man, it's just real cool. It helps all the other colors, and we've learned that from some other guys. If I could here for a minute, because I'm sitting here looking at them, I started to say earlier that I'm gonna shift gears for a second. I've had so much fun with my home theater this year, and to be fair, what's really happened is it hasn't been a lot of fun with 4K, which it always typically has been. It's been more fun with Blu-ray. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of ones. Obviously, I know we've all heard about it, but literally, this is probably the best 4K transfer I think I've ever seen. It is such a muted color palette in this movie, but I didn't realize, like, once you put this in HD. Oh, I'm sorry, Samantha. Samantha wants to go outside. Once they put this guy in HD, that muted color palette, it just came out. They redid the sound. Yeah, you want to go outside, babe? Okay. Let me let you outside. Go ahead, baby girl. Hey, old girl. All right. Now, another one that I actually just got recently, and all I can say is, wow. Video and audio, which I'm going to be really testing the audio in this one coming up. But, man, native 4K on this guy as well. Native 4K on this guy. I show these. These are beautiful representations of 4K. I don't really have any bad representations right now, but I just should have brought some with me right off the shelf, because 4K is really hit or miss, y'all. It is really, hey, yeah, you need to, oh, wow, yeah, here we go. Yeah, dude, Jaws 4K. It is, isn't it? It's really crazy, because I've seen that movie dozens of times, right? And the first time I watched it in 4K, I've only seen it probably twice in 4K, but the first time I saw it, I was like, holy cow, the muted colors just came to life, like grays and even pale yellows, and holy cow, yeah, it was something else, man. E-Rock, you definitely need to get a hold of that, because it would look amazing on the C10. The new MK movie, it does. And you're right. The first time I saw it, I streamed it or whatever, and I didn't like it. But I'm so hurting for reference quality material, my friend, in my cinema, that I was like, okay, I know it's a native 4K copy, so I need to get it, right? And I did. And I can honestly say that I agree. I'm not a big, but hey, I didn't like Mortal Kombat 2. I loved the first movie. You know, what was that, like 93 or 96 or something, whatever. I loved that movie. Couldn't stand the second one. But you know, anyway, uh, it is reference quality. So I think my main point is like those are some of the good ones that I've found, but 4K is really hit or miss. Here's just some examples, okay, of what I've really been loving. CG, haven't seen the 4K, but it looked incredible on HBO Max. Yeah, that's why I got it. And believe you me, brother, this is reference quality material. Yeah, it's like the Ready Player One's reference, man. I'm sorry, it just is. So is Godzilla King of Monsters, and when you have a calibrated display, you can actually see in a couple of those scenes in Godzilla King of Monsters where the CGI is so terrible. Ha! But you know, hey, it is what it is. If it's not a calibrated image, you don't notice that. I don't think. But yeah, there's some reference quality stuff out there. But what Blu-ray has been doing is just, you know, they'll give you these 5.1 mixes, okay? These updated, you know, to DTSX, DTS True HD or HD, whatever they call it, or you know, just Dolby True HD. Dude, this took me back, and I was loving it. It's just a lot of fun. That's all that was a good fun watch. Um, and this one, okay, this was just a good fun watch, man. And there was a couple of scenes in this movie actually where, you know, the transfer, you know, but this transfer overall is really good. It was really kind of pricey, but again, we're looking at DTS HD and a 5.1 channel mix. The sound, um, not so bass heavy, whatever. That's fine. Not so much bass, but great sound. But let me tell you, reference quality, my friends. You want reference quality Blu-ray? I'm gonna give it to you right here, dude. I'm telling you right now. This transfer, this and The Crow. If you guys have seen The Crow on DVD, again, these guys have the updated 5.1 channel mixes. Some of them will even give you a true Dolby HD, which will even give you 7.1. But this film right here and The Crow, if you're a fan of the older films and you want reference quality, you have a calibrated image, you stick this guy in, or this guy, you're gonna get a reference image. The Crow as well. It looked incredible. It looked amazing, and I love the movie. Um, Here's one I haven't mentioned. I don't have over here, but I think it's probably the best transfer I've ever seen of a 4K because the Blu-ray is so beautiful. It's so good, and I thought could never be outdone. But The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing on 4K, guys. If you get a chance to see that, and again, you want to talk reference quality, John Carpenter's The Thing on 4K is just like Jaws to me. That it's a native 4K. Wow, I'm getting way behind, dude. Holy cow. Let me try to. I think they announced a sequel. Did they really? Holy cow. Oh man. Hey, dude, you rock. You're on fire right now, brother. You know, so here's my problem, dude. I want to test out Dune so bad, but I'm just so afraid I'm going to dislike that movie. I have no interest in it whatsoever. But honestly, it's kind of like Mortal Kombat. Like, yeah, I'm not that great. I'm not that high on the movie, but it's reference quality. So Dune will probably be something that comes down the pike for me to try in the cinema, but it's only going to be if I can find that thing on sale for like 10 or 15 bucks because I just don't see me. Um, King of Monsters is awesome. The bass in that movie, and the height channels are working. It's really cool. Oh man, my God, JJ, what is up, my homie? Man, you're across the country right now, my friend. But I love you, dude. We got to get on that war zone here soon and crack it up. Let's see here. You remember? Oh man, hey, sorry, I'm not even reading these. I'm just hitting them. But thank you for saying so, sir. E-Rock, I appreciate you, man. How about the Godfather 4K collection out next month? Can't wait for that. So I'm going to say something kind of controversial here, y'all, and I know I'm going to get killed for this, but I don't care. And I know it's like film sacrilege to say that. By the way, I didn't even say I got my chalky milk. I meant to say that at the beginning. I got my chalky milk. I'm ready to go. I do like the first Godfather, but I'm just not. I don't care for 9 hours of that of those movies. I'm not a Star Wars guy either. But that is an interesting. It's no doubt going to be native 4K. We hope. I don't know who's putting that out. Can we find out who's putting that out? Because if it's say Disney, which I don't know why it would be. I don't know who owns that movie. It's going to be 2K. It's not going to be 4K. Yeah, dude. The Thing 4K is insane, y'all. If you have a calibrated image, I mean, it is crazy. Oh, yeah, there we go. The Thing. Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you, sir. Paramount. So, Paramount. Oh, here come the babies. Chester, Sam, my babies. So, Paramount. I think they're kind of hit or miss. We'll have to see. Here's a great tip for you. When you guys want to check out a movie to see if it's worth it or not, from a technical standpoint, I always type in, say, oh, shoot. Well, The Godfather's not out yet, so I probably won't be able to find it. But I'll type in the name of that movie and then just put Blu-ray right behind it, or 4K Blu-ray. And you'll come to a website that I believe is Blu-ray.com. They will give you. See, I got to learn how to share this screen because I could just figure that out, but maybe a different day. You go to Blu-ray.com. They will give you the codec in which the movie is transferred in. They will give you the megabit per second bit rate of the video transfer as well as the audio. They will tell you what audio transfer it is and what video transfer. It's just so much great information. And a movie like, say, Demolition Man, I believe was around maybe 25 or 30 megabits a second. And for a Blu-ray, that's average to high side. So you know that the video is pretty good in this. When you see a movie that's got like a 15 or even a 20, I'm not such a big fan of that. Let's see. I live on Blu-ray.com. Yeah, dude. Because it gives you the great information. It gives you a lot of great information. Anyway, by the way, I'm going to read this in just a second, fellas. Just let me thank you guys again, dude. I love our community, by the way. This community, man, you guys are always popping off in the comment section and sharing information. It's awesome. Before I read this comment from our friend, I just heard today there's going to be a Predator 5. I don't know if anybody cares about that. I was a big fan of the last Predator movie. Nobody was. The writing was good. Okay. The story, not so sure about this. Aliens hunting aliens and then using DNA to like upgrade themselves. I don't know about all that. But it was a lot of funny stuff. They put in a lot of funny guys in there, and they just made a good action flick. So I don't know why that film got so much hate. Please, somebody down here, can y'all comment why The Predator got so much hate? I don't know. And by the way, reference quality, y'all. Hey, if I'm lying up dying, go check out that Blu-ray. That 4K transfer is incredible. There is a Predator 5 coming out. That's going to be awesome. Okay, I heard the movies are headed toward 4K 120 in the near future. Classy was talking about the other day on the stream. Oh, no. I don't think so, man. I think this is a pipe dream. Honestly, I just don't see that happening. We had so much pushback for Gemini Man, which was actually filmed at 120, but I might be incorrect about this. I believe it only released in 60 frames a second in theater as well. It was never even shown at 120 frames a second. As well, they do 24 frames because they can hide things. All right, it's a movie trick. So, like the movies, like there are some things that they don't want you to see that are supposed to be left up to the imagination, as well as these games. Everybody's talking about my shadow detail in my game, my 4K 120. I can't see in the blah, blah, blah. Have you ever played Dead Space, man? Have anybody ever played Dead Space? Or I don't know, The Evil Within. There's a lot of times when we're not supposed to know what's in the shadows, and the shadows are so muddled that even in movies, right? Even in movies, we're not supposed to see inside the shadow. guys. I mean, come on. You remember Alien? Like you're looking at a black screen and all of a sudden it's a little bit crazy. It's really scary. Video codec, HVC, 265 native. Sorry about that. Let me show that here. Dolby Vision, HDR 100 original aspect ratio. I'm lost. CG, what are we talking about here? Oh, you're talking about the Predator, right? Not Predator, but I like the last Terminator with Linda Hamlin's return. Oh man, you're gonna open a can of worms here, brother. I can't roll with that movie, dude. They shot John Connor. I didn't even see that movie till it was free. I refused to pay for it. I was like, no. I heard they shot John Connor. No. So, actually, I want to hear other people. Please sound off on that, man. What do y'all think about that movie? I think it was incredibly. Oh, the legacy of Terminator is so jacked up, y'all. Talk about a jacked up series, man. It's as bad as Alien. By the way, I love Alien 3. So all people out here that don't like Alien 3, I don't know. I have no debate, to be honest. I need to watch that movie. Yeah, you do, brother. Oh, hey, I like 24p. Yeah. It's a dreamy cinematic look. Yeah, and they call it a soap opera effect because it just it looks like my 30 frames right now. By the way, I ordered a webcam, so it could be at least like 60 frames. But it feels like, I don't know. I just don't like it. That was the Godfather set. Let me go back to that. Actually. Okay. Yeah. Native 4K. Yeah, dude. Yeah. You know it's going to be because I'm sure it was 35 millimeter and 70 that they filmed on, right? Either or both. Who knows? And it's going to support all the formats, man. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to pass up. Dude. For me, it's like Dune. Like, okay, I'm not gonna buy it when it comes out. It's just gonna be too expensive and whatever. Same thing with Dune. Sorry, I might be I like 24p. I really disliked that movie. Which one? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm getting done. Oh, okay. You're talking about Dark Fate, right? Yeah. Okay. Predators was the cool last Terminator. Was almost as bad as the new Matrix. Oh my lord. JJ dropping the truth bombs over here. So Predators, right? You're talking about like that's Predator 3, right? Is that the one you're talking about, JJ? Where they wake up falling out of the plane? That's one of my all-time favorite Predators, dude. Okay, I like Predator 2 because it's Danny Glover and Gary Busey, right? How could you not like that? And also, Turney just died, dude. Bill Paxton's in Predator 2. Like, you gotta love Predator 2 for what it is, but honestly, Predator all day long. And Predators, JJ, right on. Predators. I actually have the 4-disc box set, 4K. That's how I know that the Predator, the newest one, looks so incredibly good. And Predators is not far behind that one. Yeah, JJ, you might want to check out the newest Predator, but man, it's called The Predator. It got a lot of hit, got a lot of flack, man. Yeah, but check it out. It did get some flack, but it's good. So I guess really, I don't want to take everybody's whole night. It's been 43 minutes. I am going to kind of wrap this up, but what I want to say is that our buddy Tempo wasn't here, but like he straight up helped me through this first time that I what's the better sequel to? Oh man, holy cow. Oh wow. Okay. I don't even know how to. That's a great question. You just stopped me in my tracks, dude, because I saw this question. That is such a good question. I'd like to hear the other guys say, yeah, yes, dude. Listen to E-Rock. Yeah, I don't know. That's our call, man. Aliens all day, my man. JJ's right there. There's the question. There it is. I'm gonna tell you, dude. T2 is really good, and they're the same director. This is really difficult, man. Holy cow! I love both of those movies. I love them both. I'm actually a bigger fan of the Alien series, though. I'm probably gonna go Aliens just because I love the Aliens, but I love Alien 3, man. Nobody likes that movie. I love Alien 3. Alien all day. Yeah, that's a hard call, man. Honestly, that same director, dude. God darn, that's tough, brother. Damn, it's like asking me what kid do I like better, my little boy or my little girl. Shit, that's hard. Alien Resurrection doesn't get enough love, dude. Thank you. So, if you go back and look at the cast of Alien Resurrection, dude, let's just think about this for a minute. Ron Perlman, Winona Ryder, of course, Sigourney Weaver. There's so many other like regular Hollywood guys in that movie that I can't even think of their names that are in that movie. Holy cow. But where Alien Resurrection really, really hurts me is at the very end when, she's got the alien DNA child, and then, that scene at the end where she's like caressing the alien. Oh my, it's pretty bad, but that was awesome. Dude, yeah. There was another guy in that movie. He was on a TV show for a real long time, real popular TV show, some cop show, CSI, I think. Anyway, that whole cast, go look at that cast in Alien Resurrection, dude. They really wanted to hit that out of the park. They spent a lot of money on that movie for it to get demolished by critics and a lot of fans alike. But I do like the movie, man. I'm a huge fan of the Alien series. I really liked Prometheus. I just wasn't that big of a fan of what's the next one called? It's Prometheus and then Alien Covenant. Yeah, yeah. But I do love the series. I just think Ridley Scott kind of went off the deep end. If you know, Neil Blomkamp was in the middle of making Alien 5. Okay, where in his universe, Alien 3 never happened. He was actually going to reunite Sigourney Weaver's character with, oh man, the Marine. I can't believe I can't think of his name right now from Aliens. What? Come on, y'all, help me out. In his timeline, like they never crashed. I gotta close this door. Sorry, they never crashed. And I can't believe I can't think of the character that it's like one of the most iconic Marine characters ever, man. Oh man, Bill Paxton was in that movie too. Which couple of films do you watch of the Alien franchise? Okay, so this is actually a good one. The only director's cut of any Alien that I watch is actually the original. It's got both Alien and Aliens have like another 30 plus minutes of footage. I feel like that the extra screen time in Aliens, though, is not as valuable as the extra screen time in Alien. So I tend to watch all the theatrical cuts. Really, except for Alien, because that story, the extra time, it just makes the payoff even harder. I feel like it's a very patient, suspenseful movie, man. And it's why I don't watch it, but every few years I pull it out and I'm like, oh, I can't, like, I remember how scary it is or whatever. So yeah, I typically stick with the theatrical cuts to save time. And typically, if I'm going to watch a different cut of a movie, it will be a director's commentary, which, by the way, The Thing has an awesome director's commentary on it. Prometheus, while it is there's not a lot of information in there, you really get to see what Ridley Scott was going with this. That's a good one as well. Talking about good HDR transfers, Rogue One is pretty good master. Has some very impactful moments. I can't speak to it, but I'm definitely going to take E-Rock's word for it. My guy Corey knows his stuff, dude. I don't know if you guys heard me saying it earlier, but Corey's basically calibrated his display by eye, and it's freaking crazy. I don't know how you do that, but we're going to try to get Corey to live stream with us here real soon. And I just think his perspective and his theory, like, You guys are going to see. It's going to be real fun. Yeah, I haven't really messed with Star Wars. Let's see. I watched T2 my entire life, and only recently discovered the director's cut with the Arnie doing the goofy smile. Some really cool scenes. You know, I should I need to check the that is one that I'm really gonna and I haven't done it yet, but I need to sit down and watch the uh director's commentary on that, man. I bet you that thing is just chock full of awesome information. All right, man. Corey will be there. Yeah, brother. Um, yeah, dude. Like when you can calibrate a TV with your eyeball, pretty good. So that's good. Um, yeah. So let me take this opportunity to say, man, I don't want to take everybody's time tonight, but you know, this community here, it's just about information sharing, and I don't have all the information, you know. And I think sometime last year, I'm getting into the weeds again. Look, man, it's just about information sharing, dude. And this community has been so cool to me. And I think all you guys rock, man. And yeah, it's so cool. And I'm learning how to do this live thing. I hope this becomes like a format for us in this community. And so I guess I should say that today the XPA Gen 5, the XPA Gen 3 5 channel was ordered. I think it'll take 6 or 7 days to get here, guys. So we're on the 2nd now. I hope by the 10th that I'm going to be testing and having some real information for the MC1. You know, I've been looking up the MC1. Okay, I've been looking AVS forums, small bit of information. YouTube, there's nothing. No one is saying anything about this product, and it's just so crazy to me, and it makes me understand, like everything else in 2022, y'all. They don't want you to buy $1,000 pre-pro. They want you to buy a $4,400 pre-pro, a $2,000 AVR, whatever. So I just can't believe the lack of enthusiasm, the lack of interest from the AV community, the home cinema AV community. Why? Why not? So I decided to start, like, I just found out, I don't know, a few days ago, like, you do this live stuff. I got a bone to pick with the YouTube home cinema community, man. And I've prided myself on being budget and building my stuff, you know, all by myself, putting everything in and running everything down to the breakers in the breaker box. If I can do it, this dumb old floor man from Virginia, anybody can do it. And I did it all at a budget price, man. And I'm so sick of hearing these guys. I shouldn't say it because there's a market for that. Like, rich people need their stuff too. They need their reviews too, right? But the average person is not going out here spending $16,000 on a trade-off processor. It's just not happening. And I myself found it really difficult. Like, I don't want to spend $28.99, $29.99 on Yamaha's top of the line AVR, even though I love Yamaha. So I just want to yeah, dude, there's going to be a lot of probably complaining and griping from me about this stuff. Signing off for now, my brother. Hey, man. Yes, sir. We'll see you, JJ. Appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, dude. I'm going to use this opportunity, this live platform, to hopefully discuss more of those things, man. But for now, in the near future, it's all going to be about, not all of it, but a lot of it's going to be around this MC1. Excuse me. We know what kind of a performance to expect from the Gen 3 XPA 5 because it's all over YouTube and everybody has really good things to say about them. Then you go read forums and things, Facebook stuff, and everybody's got a lot of bads. It seems to me that the people that have real experience with Emotiva don't. I don't know, but I'm about to tell you. But I'm dying to know, like, is Emotiva, are they this bad company everybody talks about, or are their products really good? So we're going to find out. And man, I got to get off of here. But hopefully this will post to the YouTube channel. I don't know if it will. This is all part of the learning process. Man, you guys have been awesome, dude. Let's see here. Let it be known, most of us appreciate honesty and transparency. And I can rest assured that that's what I get. Man, hey, my man, that's what I appreciate too, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we try to do. All right, man. Yeah, guys, I guess we're gonna wrap it up. Call this one because I'm sure y'all have some stuff to do this evening. Hopefully, this ends up on the channel. I don't know if it will, but it has been an awesome experience here for me this Thursday evening. Thank you guys so much. And I guess this is the part where I can say, as always, thank you for listening. Be good. Be safe. Boom. Boom. Oh, yeah, yeah.